But, you know, stuff like that. I'm sure they kill people down the road. Dun, dun, dun. But the organization that we're doing this for, this Mercenaries Guild, they're kind of like Republic people. So kind of light side, but they're walking that line of like, oh yeah, we're actually good, but we're doing a lot of evil stuff behind the scenes, so nobody really knows about us. But all I know is that every time I complete one of these, I'm getting dark side points, so I would lean more towards that they're actually evil. Yo, did you see that Bethesda games are now on Game Pass? I did hear about that. So now you can play all the Bethesda games if you got Game Pass. You can play Fallout 3 probably, Fallout New Vegas, all the Doom games, Skyrim, I'm sure. What else? Wolfenstein. All that kind of stuff. That's pretty cool, though. Like, I really hope that Bethesda kind of turns it around now that they're owned by Microsoft. Like, it can only go up from here. It can't ever get down to the low when Fallout 76 stuff was happening. I've still never even touched that game, and I never really had interest in that game when they announced it, and it was just like, yeah, you can do all this stuff. There's no NPCs. You can just do whatever you want with the other random people that are playing this game. I was like, nah, that's a big turnoff for me. I'm done. And I know that now that they've like improved it and stuff like that with NPCs and all that, but yeah, Fallout 76 to me is not really canon, in my opinion. Not all games, but there's a majority of them from the recent years. It's freaking dope, man, if you got Game Pass. I still have yet to even try Game Pass out, but I know how great of a deal people are getting when they sign up for it. It's the greatest deal in gaming history. Okay, so we are... Actually, I'm not going to bring anybody with me, because I have to go talk to this guy alone to get my rewards. So we'll talk to the guy, get rewards, and then we'll start working on the trial. Finally. But we managed to knock down quite a bit of quests and stuff to do here. We explored all of the areas here. We did some contracts. We did visit the Republic Embassy and do all that sort of stuff. The only things we have to do is swoop racing, murder investigate, and go to the Sith base, which I will do at the end after I'm done with the other two. I'll play Dishonored 2 on it. Never played that before. My brother played the Dishonored games and was a big fan of them. But they never really interest me, to be honest. This guy's over at this area. Dun, 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 dun. Loading. All right, let's see what rewards we have. We killed Rulan. This guy is somewhere on this planet. Oh, he's by the swoop race stuff, so I have to do that later. But yeah, let's see what he's got to say here. I see you have come alone. This is good. Okay, he's already said that. Vorn is dead. Well done, and as promised, here is your reward. A Geno Hardened stealth unit. You'll find it far superior to most. Vorn's death brings you closer to completing your initiation into the Geno Harden. However, until you completed all your missions, you cannot be accepted into the guild. So we got a stealth generator thing, which I'll never use. Great. Rulan Perlik is dead. Let's congratulate you. Rulan was no easy target. I will admit that you are not the first to be sent after him, though you are the only one to succeed. Here, take this Geno Hardened visor. Many of our agents use them to increase their senses and improve their skills. It really is quite an extraordinary item. With Rulan gone, you are one step closer to entering the guild. Okay. That's that. 2000 XP, damn. I have to be close to leveling. I've gotten quite a bit of XP today and haven't leveled yet. Yeah, I need about like 2500. So we can get that. I want to see this visor though. Is it something that's worth putting on? Geno Hardened visor. Plus awareness. These visors hone Geno Harden's agent senses, making them virtually impossible to catch unaware. The enhanced awareness also increases the agent's effectiveness in combat and in setting delicate complex explosives, or complex. What does it look like though? I mean, it just looks like a regular visor. The other one looked cool because I could see my eyes still, but I'll just wear this instead. I'm not sure, but I have a faint memory of playing 2, but then refunding it or something. I know I've played the first game, but I don't remember too much of that either, says Tom about Dishonored. Yeah. All I can say is, like, from what I saw of those games, like watching my brother play, it looks okay, but I'm not really interested in it, I guess. But I know that people love that series. That series has... What is it? Like, it's got some ties to... What was that old PC game? I think it was called Thief? I want to say it was like... It's kind of like similar to that. Or something like that. Maybe not similar, but just like that's one of the influences. But I could be wrong about that. Yoli and Karth. Well, no, let's have Jolie and Candrace walk around. Okay. Let's go head over to the area where we got to talk to the guy about the murder trial and all that. Do that. It takes heavy inspiration from Thief. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's another game that a lot of people like if you're into those kind of games. Dun, dun. Otto West. Tom, is there any games that are coming out within like the next, I don't know, few months that you're interested in playing? Because to be honest, I don't even know like much that's coming out like anytime soon or whatever. RE8, are you a big Resident Evil fan? I watched my dad playing the Resident Evil 1 and 2 growing up, Silent Hill, and all that stuff. As a kid, and you know, those were always fun to watch. But I've never actually played them myself. Maybe this this October time I can finally get around to playing Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2. Both of them, the remakes. I just want a horror game, man. Horror games. Yeah, I don't... What was the last big horror game that people really enjoyed? Resident Evil 7, maybe? I don't... RE7? I really can't name that many off the top of my head. Aside from that one, and... the Alien game. RE7, Alien, and... yeah, that's about it, maybe. Yeah, Alien and like Alien Isolation, yeah. I heard that one's really good. Like, that's a really good horror game. Okay. Let's go in here and talk to this man. Probably do a hard save, since we haven't done one in a while. Alien Isolation. You may come and go as you please, Arbiter. You'll find the door unlocked. If you wish to begin your trial, you must make the request with the warden. It should be passed on to the judges. Okay. So, real quickly, let's go over the quest summary for this real fast. The Sunry murder trial. You have spoken with the judges in the court, and they have consented to appoint you arbiter in this case. As arbiter, you will defend your client to the best of your ability before the judges. They have given you the following information. Sunry was seen leaving the scene of a murder after a blaster shot was heard. Sunry has noticeably crippling injuries from his past experience as a war hero against the Sith. So it was definitely him. This is testified by the proprietor of the hotel where this occurred, Ignis. In the room that he had rented, a Sith woman, Alassa, was found dead, clutching a Republic War medal in her hand. So obviously sounds planted to me. There were two witnesses besides the hotel owner. One is Gulpor, a Rhodian who was staying in the next room. The other is Firith Me, or Firith May, probably. A gambler who also was also staying nearby. Their stories seem to corroborate Ingus's. Okay. This man is set up here. Alien Isolation is probably my favorite horror game. I love Alien, and just space horror is super cool. The sound design in that game is 11 out of 10. Damn, dude. I don't know if I could ever bring myself to play horror games. Like, I barely forced myself to play Soma, like, probably like 3 years ago on stream, which was a lot of fun. And even that's, like, not really a horror game, but just the fact that there was some stuff in that game that kind of startled me and whatnot, I will say it is a horror game. But yeah, I enjoy the Alien franchise too. I haven't seen it in forever, but I do love sort of that like cosmic horror kind of stuff, like The Thing and stuff like that.
When I get out of here, you're dead! I'll gut your fishy little corpse, cut off your head, and bathe in your blood!
Be quiet, off-world scum. This man wants to bathe in my blood.
When I get out of here, you're dead! I'll gut your fishy little corpse, cut off...
I'll gut you like a fish. Said, Ghostface. Pretty sure. Let's talk to this guy here and see what he says. I played Amnesia Rebirth last year. It's made by the Soma people. I never played any of the Amnesia games, but I'll say it. My brother enjoys all of those types of games: Amnesia, Penumbra, Soma, all that good stuff. But I'm kind of interested to see what that studio comes up with that isn't Amnesia, because I thought they were working on another horror game too, but I'd be down to play like a new IP from them that isn't Amnesia or whatever, but because Soma was really good. I liked playing that. So you are the arbiter in the Sunry Alassa murder case then. Hope you are as impartial as the office is traditionally supposed to be. You off-worlders have a tendency to ignore the rule of law in favor of some rather irrational causes. What is it that I can do for you now? Let's just ask him these things real fast. But we still have to talk to Sunry. You know anything about the star map? No, I do not. His language actually sounds kind of scary. Let's listen to him speak again. I won't talk over him. Have you heard about the young Selketh gone missing? That's kind of scary looking, or it's kind of scary because you could hear, like, you kind of hear a human speaking underneath there. There's like a little bit of a human voice combined with whatever else they do, and what other effects they do with that voice. I enjoyed the latest Amnesia. It went into some really odd places. I don't even know what those games really are about, to be honest. Other than, like, your character doesn't remember stuff. And you gotta figure it out. I think of the first game. I don't know what the case is for the other games, but I think it's just like piece together the story by playing through the game and having your character remember stuff, I guess. You know anything about a star map? I'm here to see the prisoner Sunry. His cage is over there. Okay. What do you know about the murder of Alassa? Sunry is from the Republic. Alassa was from the Sith. They kill each other all the time. What more is there to know? As for the details, that's for the judge of our court to decide. I don't want to begin the trial because I have no evidence. So, all right, let's talk to Sunry here, and then I'll take a quick break so we can, before we go investigate the hotel. Can you guys walk over here, please? Wanna get away from this loud ass steam over here.
Jolie, what are you doing here?
Laura sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up.
I don't want to think about anybody's wrinkly butt.
See that? So I thought. But the Cellcast seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
Let's go over the evidence. I need to investigate the case some more. Any ideas where I should look?
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. Cellcast already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with offworlders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
Are we going to be able to do that? Because if I have to go to the Sith base, and I'll have to go there for the Republic, because they need a droid back, and we'll have to go in there for more evidence on this guy. But I don't know. I feel like I'm going to have to look up how to do the dark side version of this trial, because you got to prove that he's innocent and all this stuff. So that's clearly light side. I don't know if there is a dark side option to it. I'm sure there is, because this is kind of one of the main quests here. So I might have to look that up once we start making some progress with the case and whatnot, because I want to make sure I get the dark side version. There are a few things we have to clear up.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
The judges said you left after the shot was fired.
How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure.
Okay. That's the only thing I can clear up with him, because I don't have any evidence. Let's go over the evidence.
Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Elasa there that night, but it's not what you think. I was working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. Well, I turned Elasa into a double agent working for us. It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given. Elasa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you. Further, they say they found my hero's cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Cellcat, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
You think it's to clear up? Nah, there's nothing else.
Oh.
Okay.
Very well.
Well, we gotta head to the hotel.
Before the trial. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
Okay. So, let me see. Auto City Central, the Enclave, the High Court. Okay. Let's get out of here. Let's go ahead to where the hotel is. And I'll take a break there before we come back and investigate that little area there. I'll try and go a little bit longer today, because it is Friday, and you know, I probably won't be streaming this game again until Tuesday. So we can go a little bit longer here. I might try and stream like Saturday or Sunday or even Monday. Like stream a session of Final Fantasy 14 or something. Stream that a bit. Just because I haven't streamed it in a while, and it's like, I'll stream it. Stream me leveling up a class or whatever for a bit. Visitors Hotel. Let's see, you guys got anything to say?
Yeah, what do you want? This thing with John, is there...
He still isn't going to talk about that. Let's talk to Joe Lee.
Got something on your mind?
Let's learn a little bit more about this old man. Tell me about Sunry. How do you know him?
What? You think because I'm a hermit, I've always been a hermit? Just because I haven't seen Sunry for 20 years doesn't mean he's not a friend. A man could have changed a lot in that span of time, though. But to become a murderer, I can't see it. That's not the Sunry I know. He was a good man. Put me up in his home for a year back after I left the Order. War hero, too, or so I hear. I wouldn't mind helping the fellow.
People change, man. You never know.
I owe it to him. Or you can be a young monkey lizard and ignore me, I guess. Well, I don't expect much these days.
A monkey lizard? What?
Got something on your mind, dude?
You mentioned something about your adventuring days.
Did I say that? Strange the tricks memory plays on you when you get older.
So you weren't an adventurer?
Didn't I say that my past was my affair? You don't see me poking and prodding you with questions, do you?
Technically you did when we first met. You're just not used to company. Stop being an old coot.
I might be, but a mouthy young thing like yourself shouldn't get to call me an old coot, damn it. Besides, you don't really want to hear about me. We're talking ancient history, probably before you were born. History bores kids. Proven fact.
Yeah, well, old people love to talk about history. Proven fact.
Oh, fine, fine. Have it your way. Just don't cry about it later. Yes, I was an adventurer. Happy now? I wasn't even done with my Jedi training back then. I had a full head of hair and an eagerness to see absolutely everything. Sound familiar? The Council was never happy with willful, brash Jolie Bindo, you see. Even less so when I began my smuggling career.
You were a smuggler?
Don't look at me like that, damn it. I wasn't always the wrinkled coot I am now, you know. I can still fight, too. So wipe off that smirk I see there. At the time, the Yukata system was interdicted by its own king. He preferred to keep his people starving and poor, all the better to oppress them. The Senate was trying to negotiate a peace, but they were getting nowhere as usual. I decided I wasn't going to wait. I found myself a ship and a partner, and we began smuggling food and supplies to the Yukata citizenry through the blockade.
Blockade? Mr. Rummingtons, what's up, man? Good to see you. We were just about to investigate a murder, but I'm talking to my party member here just to get more backstory on him. Hope you're doing well, man. Where'd you get all those credits for the supplies?
Well, we didn't buy all the equipment per se. Some were happy to donate goods. Some we just knew had more than they could use.
So you stole it?
Stole is such a harsh word. They would have donated those goods readily enough if they were compassionate. I considered it a tax on the greedy. We only got caught once. A lone Yukatish frigate shot us down and forced a crash landing. I thought the Force had abandoned me, as I remember.
What happened then?
Well, as it happens, getting shot down turned out to be very fortunate. That day was the day
The day you what? The day you became a man?
Well, that was the day I met my wife.
Ah. Bad memory, I take it?
No, that was a good memory. There are just much worse ones that followed. If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to stop talking now. My mouth is starting to draw flies.
Oh no. Uh-oh, we reopened an old wound for Mr. Jolie here. I'm alright. At least Twitch is not forcing 720p today. My laptop could not handle that yesterday. I wouldn't wish such laptop on my enemies. Yeah, I'm glad that I got quality options. I don't think I had them the last stream, but every time I start up the stream, I always check to see it. I'm like, yes! Quality options for those that need it. So, I'm going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to start the investigation here at the hotel. We're gonna prove a man's innocence, or try to, but doing it the dark side way. We'll see. But I'll be right back, and we'll get started. So, see you in a bit.